Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to our podcast, Real Talk with Luis Square. I'm Luis Sr.,
I'm Luis Jr.
and this is our podcast, guys. You know, we're getting started. We're starting to get it going. We've been talking about it here and there. I threw the idea to you for a few weeks back. I get very impatient, so I want things quick. Um, uh, you guys joke about me having ADHD because I'm always, on the go. But you know what? Out of all the things that we've been doing, that I've been doing, this is one I'm very excited about. I'm super excited about this one
Me too.
because I get to do a podcast and I get to do it with my son. And it's something that I feel like he's gonna be famous one day because of me.
Oh,
Like
I would.
he can say thank you, Dad. Thank you,
I mean,
thank you for making me famous. You're welcome, son. You're welcome. I didn't just give you life. I gave you a career.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that. I mean, maybe I'll get famous on my own.
No, but I mean, in all seriousness, uh, the main thing here was that I wanted to do something where we were going to talk about, we're always talking about different stuff. We're always having conversations. Sometimes we don't have the time of day to do it as often as we would love to, but it's something that, I'm like, you know what, I think we can make a good podcast. Everybody's doing it, so I'm like, it doesn't hurt to try,
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure, it's something that I'm excited about. I hope people get to enjoy it and get to see our part of our life, the things that we think about, the things that we talk about, Part of it, I'll talk about our beliefs a little bit, but I don't want to get too into that rabbit hole. I want to get more into a family orientated kind of deal and make sure that, we're talking about things that people can relate with, because we're all human beings and we tend to have the same habits at times,
Yeah.
What do you think? What makes you motivated about making this podcast?
Well, it helps me get closer with you, like first of all, and then second, this also helps me with my social skills, because my social skills are really bad right now. Well, they're not too bad now, but before I couldn't even talk to like someone, like just a random person.
Yeah.
Now I can just have a kind of conversation.
You've gotten better with your social skills from what it used to be.
Yeah.
But there's improvement. There's always improvement. I think there's improvement for all of us, And one thing I've learned in life, because I think when I was younger, I was more like, I was a critic for everything. But the one thing I've learned in life, you get to learn from different people. You get to learn different mindsets, because even though we're in the same area, we come from different upbringings, like in my case, my grandpa, he was a very, he was very hard on us. He was a great man, an amazing man, and that's another topic that we'll talk about in the podcast as well, because I mean, he's a very important figure to our family. But I think that once you get to know people, you start knowing different mindsets, and sometimes it could be a little bit, discouraging to us, or at least, it's something new for us. But it's nice to get to socialize with people, because you get to see different points of views.
Yeah.
Like we've always talked about, it's sometimes you may not agree with people, but just because you don't agree with them, that doesn't mean that you can't have a good conversation with them, or you can find a neutral zone with them.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's more important, and more importantly about this podcast, guys, is that and I already told you why I wanted to do the podcast. I wanted to make sure that we made a podcast where it was me and you. Because if anything, you go to college, whatever happens, life happens, you get busy. We get to say, okay, we made a few episodes, we had a good time, and we spent time together,
Yeah.
Those are the things that I want to implement. What else do you want to add to it?
Well, I mean, this is just something I've been wanting to do as well, like in general. Um, but I didn't know really how to do it, so I just kind of gave up on the idea. But then my dad brought it up, and I was kind of happy about it. So I was really stoked about it to do this.
Yeah, it's something that it just, it popped in my head to do it. And but honestly, more than anything, it was, I didn't want to do it on my own. I thought it was going to be boring. Honestly, I'm going to give up on it on the next week or so. But having you here on it, I think it's going to motivate me, because we're going to talk about different things. We're even going to talk about point of views with you, like things that you like,
Yeah.
that I may be like, okay, that's not interesting to me, but let me find out why you like that,
Yeah.
Same thing, that there's things that I may like that you'll be like, okay, what is it that you like so much about that? That's boring. But we start learning from each other, and I think that's one of the things that I want to really implement in this podcast, where we start opening our minds to why we are the way we are and why we think the way we think. Because one thing I can say, guys, is this kid is nothing like me when I was his age. I'll tell you, it's very simple. This is how I know he's nothing like me. I was his age when I had him. So he's 16 years old now. That's how old I was when I had him. That explains to you the difference between him and I. He doesn't even have a girlfriend right now. So it's not saying he'll never have one, but it tells you a story here, and that's the story that I want to tell, and not saying that I regret having you. That I've always told you that I never regret having you. But the one thing I always want you to know is that I want you to see my mistakes and be like, I don't want to do that. My dad already showed me what could happen here, but I don't want to do that. What do you think about that point of view?
I think it's a very valid point of view, because you don't want your son to turn out like just how like have your mistakes that you did like when you were younger, and
Correct.
it's like you want him to just be the better version that you weren't, or you don't want to be the same, like if you didn't like what your dad did, you don't want to be exactly like the same person he was. You want to be better than that too.
Yes.
And it's to be a better example for us.
The key to growing up, and the key that we should always have as human beings, is that we want to be better than our parents. Even if we say, oh, my dad is the best dad, there's not going to be a dad like him ever again. Well, you got to try to be better than him, because he didn't bring you here to be worse. Or don't think of it that way. Let's try to be better always. And when I say better, I don't mean money. Because money, you can get money anywhere. Money is the most easiest thing to obtain if you do the things right to get it. But we tend to think that money is what determines that somebody's better than another person, and that's not true. Money can make people very horrible human beings, honestly. I've seen people that turn rotten over money. But it's not about money. It's about morals. It's about having a good mindset. It's about when you're gonna be in society, that you're not gonna be somebody that's gonna make society worse. You're gonna make society better, right? There's one thing that one of the models that I've always heard in my job and other places is that when you get somewhere, make sure you leave it better than it was when you got there.
Yeah.
And that also falls into parenting. That falls into being a dad, having your son, and he knows. I mean, I've been hard on him for years. Sometimes I think I've been a little too rough on you. I'll admit it. I've been more rough on you at times than I should. But every time I've been rough on you, I've done it out of love. I haven't done it out of anger. I mean, when I was six, I just said I was 16 years old when I had you. But, that's a lot of immaturity was involved in that, right? And that's not your fault. That falls on me. But at the same time, I grew up learning how to be a dad because of you. Your sisters got it easier. They got the experience, Luis,
Oh.
You got the most childish, inexperienced Luis you could get. I thought I was a hot shot. I thought I knew everything. You can ask anybody about it. You can ask your uncles, you can ask your mom, you can ask anybody. They're all gonna say the same thing. Yeah, he thought he knew it. He thought he knew everything. But life humbles you. Life really does humble you a lot. And that's one thing that I've learned. I've learned to take the experiences and learn from them. That's something that you should always do, is learn from your experiences.
Yeah.
Learn the things that if you have a good or a bad experience, learn from it and be like, okay, this was a bad experience. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go. What happened? What did I do wrong for it to go that way? And you learn from it. You get up and you're like, okay, that's what it is. That's where I get it from. This is where next time I fall into a situation similar to that, I'm gonna handle it in a different way. And those are things that I've always told you already. Like I'm just repeating things that I've been telling him for years now. He can say it word for word now. But what do you think? What do you think on those point of views? How do you see it?
You were very inexperienced, that's for sure. But
Don't push it.
But it's good that you learned. I think it's like it's having a kid helped you mature more than you think, because if you never had me, you'd probably still be immature.
I probably have a puppy. I'll tell you that.
A puppy?
No, I'm just kidding. But a lot, it's crazy because a lot of people said, and I get where they're coming from. They didn't say it out of hate. They said it out of love. I remember people said, oh, you ruined your life. Oh, you just threw your life away. That's it. It's over for you. I even had a teacher once, because I was still in high school. I had my auto teacher. I'm not going to say his name, but yeah, that guy was something else. He actually said, because my friend started the rumor around, one of my friends started the rumor around, because they just love the gossip, so they started throwing all that around, and then it goes to my teacher, and like, hey, did you hear? Luis is going to be a dad. It's like, what? He's going to be a dad. That guy didn't like me to begin with. I know a lot of people say, oh, well, teachers don't like, well, yeah, but this guy didn't like me. And he's like, well, you better start getting used to living in the projects and start, getting food stamps. That pissed me off, man. I was like, you don't say stuff like that. Whether it's true or not, you don't say stuff like that. You don't put people down like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what I did was right or it was the best thing to do, but you don't say stuff like that. If you're not gonna say anything nice, just shut up.
Yeah.
Be quiet. Or if you're gonna say something harsh, at least say it to where it's gonna benefit the person, not where you're gonna bring down the person and make them feel like crap. So. But anyways, I'm getting out on a rabbit hole here. You're gonna see a lot of that. I always do that when I'm having conversations. But yeah, I mean, to a lot of people, my life was ruined. But honestly, and we'll touch that subject later on in the episodes. We'll touch it as to why it's gonna be an interesting subject. We'll actually make that subject about my grandpa, and the times that there were rough times for me at that time. So a lot of people say that that you were a mistake. I don't think you were a mistake. I don't think God makes mistakes. I think you came in at the right time, because I would have been in a different place if it weren't for you. So you play a very important role as to why my success has been whatever kind of success we want to see it, right? But it's my personal success. Why I've been able to do what I've been able to do. And that's something that I'm always gonna tell you. It's you. I've always told you that. You play a very important role in that. And you're a big reason why I didn't end up in a worse spot, and I got better at it. It took me a while, but I got there. We're human beings. We make mistakes. I made a lot of them. I can't count them with my fingers because I'll run out, but I made a lot of them. It's the honest truth. You're gonna make mistakes too. And I understand that. I'm gonna be there to beat you whenever you make a mistake. No, but I mean, I'm there to correct you. I'm your dad. I'm always gonna see the best in you. I'm always gonna look at you and be like, why are you doing this? This isn't you. You know? I'm your dad, you know, I'm not. I always say this. I always see people say, oh, I'm my son's friend. No, I'm not my son's friend. I'm my son's dad. Because friends make their friends do stupid things. I will never make my son do something stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, I've been talking a lot. When are you going to talk?
Oh. I'll start talking now. I mean, well, the parenting thing also goes to school, how it affects like grades.
Yeah.
Because like a parent can just neglect their kid and not care what they get, like Fs, straight Fs, zeros. But my dad has always been on top of my grades ever since I started getting grades in elementary. Every time I would get a 70, I would get in trouble. But that helped me bring up my helped me focus more and bring up my grades to A's and B's and even straight A's at one point. But right now I'm doing pretty good in school. I'm actually getting advanced classes in my school. I'm doing engineering classes because I'm going to be an electrical engineer, and that's really cool for me. And I'm glad that my dad was there to discipline me when I got low grades.
Yeah, it's, you know, and it's crazy because there's a lot of people give me a hard time. They're like, because in New Mexico, you can pass with a 60. I don't know if it changed. No, it was a 65. You can pass with a 65. So, excuse me. So with the 65, I was like, if I make a 65, man, I'm done. I'm aces here, you know? I'm good. And people are like, you can't be hard on your son when you weren't like that, and you were the worst, and you were this, and you were that. You can't do that. I'm like, okay. With that logic, then if I went and did drugs, then my son better start doing drugs right now too. You know? No, I mean, we shouldn't see it that way. We shouldn't see it. We should not see it that way. We should. One thing I never talked to my son about is I talk to him about my mistakes because I don't hide things like that. But when I talk to him about my mistakes, I talk to him in a shameful way. I tell him, you know what? I made the stupid mistake of this. I made the stupid mistake of that. And I want to make sure that when he hears my mistakes, that I don't see him with pride. That I see him with I learned from it, you know? This is something new for me. This is something that I learned from, and it's something that I should have never done, but I did it anyways. Now I learned from it, and now I get to teach it to you not to do it, because I love you that much. If I didn't love you, I'd tell you, you know what, son, here's a bunch of money and go buy yourself all the drugs you want. No, I'm not going to do that to him. He's my son. He means everything to me. I'm not going to do that stuff to him. And that's one thing that I always want to make sure that you have it in mind, that I will never make you do something that's going to harm you. I will never tell you, oh, it's okay, go with 5 girls, go and have drugs and drink, and I'll buy you all the alcohol you want, and drive my truck. It doesn't matter. No, I'm not gonna do that to you. You know, I want to find out what you're doing. No, you cannot drink. Yeah, you cannot have a single beer. You're underage. It is not gonna happen. Not on my watch. I will not be approving it. If I see that you're doing it, you're gonna get it. It's that simple, right? But it's not because I hate you. It's because I love you. You're my son. I want you to be okay. I want you to be good. There will be times that you'll be able to enjoy life, but you have to do everything. You know, you have to take baby steps. I wanted to eat the world with one bite, man. I couldn't do that. I was too young. It's crazy. But, you know, I still have people that always say, well, you used to do this. Remember when you were this age, you used to do that. Yeah, but things change. You know, I'm here to correct my son for my mistakes. It's that simple. But anyways, so now that you brought the topic of school, what are you gonna do in school this year? Tell me your hobbies. What is it that we're doing?
Well, right now, I'm actually doing marching band, and band in general, and it's fun. I actually started last year without knowing like how to play a band instrument because I used to be in orchestra, and so last year I started on trumpet, and I sucked at it. Whenever I played it at the house, my family would not like it at all. It was terrible playing. But but they switched me to tuba because I sucked. I could not admit it.
But did they switch you because you sucked, really? Or did they switch you for other reasons?
It was kind of because I sucked, but it was also because I sounded better on tuba. Because it sounded forced on trumpet, and then on tuba it was just like.
You have to have lungs to be able to play trumpet, right?
Yeah. You have to have lungs, and then you have to have the lips for it.
What's the difference between the tuba lips and the trumpet, and to play the trumpet?
So for trumpet, you have to have like a really tight, like you have to tighten your lips.
It's smaller.
It's a smaller mouthpiece.
Okay.
They call it mouthpieces.
Yeah.
And so you have to like tighten your like corners of your lips, and then buzz. You have to go like. And then for tuba, it's just like blowing raspberries. It's just like that.
That's how you blow raspberries?
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't know that.
How do you?
I want to go buy a raspberry now.
Oh wait, no.
What do you mean?
No.
I didn't blowing raspberries.
Oh, you know, like the way you blow in someone's stomach, like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get you. I was gonna go to Walmart and start blowing raspberries.
Why would you? Anyways, that's basically the difference. It's just tighten your lips and loose your lips.
Okay. Oh man!
But
I was like, that's a new one, man. Freaking raspberries.
Oh my gosh, that's my dad for you. No, I'm just kidding. But
What else?
I started playing tuba last year. At first I didn't know how to play it, so I was just not playing on the field for a little bit because I had to learn my music and learn just a new thing of notes because trumpet and tuba are two different things like to read music. Like there's one way to read a trumpet music and then there's one way to read tuba music. And it's just a lot of hard work to do, but I'm in love with music, so of course I'm gonna learn to play tuba really fast.
He loves music, but he loves crappy music. He listens to Tyler the Creator.
It's good
guys.
music. It's good music.
That's not music, man.
Yeah, that's music. You
That's
like
not
country.
music.
I would have thought.
That's not music. You know, I remember. It's crazy because now I'm at the age where I get to say, back in my day, It sucks to say that. I didn't think I would ever get to that age. But back in my day, I used to listen to like Usher, listen to T-Pain, listen to, well, we used to listen to R. Kelly, but now we don't want to talk too much about R. Kelly because he got into some situation. All right, that's a long story. And then we used to listen to really good music, you know, really good music. Even like now for reggaeton, you have Bad Bunny. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but to me, Bad Bunny is not a good artist. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of him. I don't like him. I don't like his music. I don't know him, but I don't like his music. And like if you compare him to like Wisin y Yandel, Don Omar, you compare him to Daddy Yankee, man, it's a whole different vibe, honestly. And to me, it's like, no, not Bad Bunny is not. It's not my cup of tea. But anyways, he says he likes music. I don't think it's music what he's listening to, but that's what he likes. Can't, you know? This is what the podcast is about. Is like listening to stuff that I don't agree with sometimes too.
In my opinion, Tyler is a good artist. I love his instrumentals, even if his lyrics don't make sense sometimes. But
Never. Sometimes I can listen to a word and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, dishwashing. Okay, I don't know.
But I also like Malcolm Todd. My dad does not know who that is, actually.
If I don't know who it is, that means it's crap music.
He's actually had his song number one in the world. So
yeah, well, it's because right now the world doesn't like music.
Well, he has really good music. Yeah, but I myself am actually trying to be an artist, a music artist myself. I go by Lumore, except I haven't released any music yet. I will soon.
But don't worry, what you've released, it's a lot better than Tyler the Creator, man.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Right now, so far, what you have released, I'd rather listen to that. Okay, so you have your. So when do you plan to release your first music video?
Well, from like my first thing for music, I think by next year, in the summer.
Oh, you're gonna wait till next year? Why next year?
Because it's a summer. It's a Hawaiian album, and it goes better with the summer than like a fall or.
Well, Hawaii is hot all year round, bro.
Well, it looks more like a summer thing. It sounds more summer.
Well, just tell them go to Hawaii and you'll see what I mean.
But yeah, my album is Echo, and I am currently working on it, producing it. I'm producing my own music and writing my own lyrics.
So you're actually gonna sing?
Yeah.
Sing or rap?
Probably both. I don't know yet. It's because it's not.
Do you already have one song ready?
I have one song ready.
Okay.
It's a demo version of it, but it's almost ready. So, it sounds pretty cool, because it's me. I'm really good at producing. But
we'll find out.
Just be prepared for Lumore. You should tell them about hobbies you do.
What do I do?
Yeah, like what you like to do.
A baker, a welder. I'm a housewife. I'm a mechanic. I'm a counselor. I'm a model dad, a model brother, model son. I'm just perfect all around. And
Oh yeah, you're perfect.
No, well, right now what I'm doing is, aside from my work, right now I've been going into barbering. I'm already cutting. I went to school actually already. I already graduated last year in December. But yeah, that's what I'm going right now. This is actually one of my, it's the logo that I went with. I know it doesn't look exactly like me because I haven't let this grow, but it's close.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty close. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm working on right now. That's my side hustle. I guess, that's what I'm trying out. I'm also getting with your mom to do the cheesecakes.
The cheesecakes.
So we're working on cheesecakes. I know how to make some really good cheesecakes.
Super good.
Yeah. So anybody interested in cheesecakes, let us know. But more than anything, I just, I like to stay busy. And it's not even about the money. It's more about making sure I have something to do all the time. I can't stay still.
Okay.
You know that very well.
Do you remember that one time before you even started barber school? And then you cut my hair?
So that's a funny story. I started barber school. That was on February of last year. I started barber school. I signed up for barber school, right? And I bought myself the first trimmer and the first machine. They were actually not a really good brand, and I found out that afterwards. But I bought it off of Facebook. And I was looking at videos. I didn't know not even the first technique on how to cut hair. I was looking at videos on YouTube on how to do mid fades. I was gonna make you a mid fade, and I'm like, "Come on, let's go! I want to cut your hair right now." They're like, "You don't know how to cut hair," and I'm like, "How hard can it be, right? How hard can it be to cut hair right now?" So I just told them, I'm like, "Let's do it! Come on, let's do it." And I even told them, I'm like, "If I don't get it right tomorrow, I'll take you to a barber so they can cut your hair."
I was a victim, guys.
So I saw a video in YouTube, and I'm like, it looks freaking simple. It's just like you're just changing numbers and you're doing layers, right? Sections, right? And you're doing sections, and so I start cutting his hair. The fade.
I mean, I
It
wasn't
looks
mad about
good.
It wasn't about the fade. It was about something else.
So I try to line them up. The guy did not explain lineups very well. He just said, "Do a lineup," right? So I try to line them up, but man, I went up here on this lineup, and
It was like right here. Oh,
I remember he was just looking at the mirror, and I'm just like, "Oops."
there's a reason why he didn't explain the lineup that much, and it's because it was for barbers that started school. But anyways, after that, I went to a barber shop, and it was not better. It was the same as I left.
Well, they fixed your fade a little better.
Yeah, they fixed it a little better, but not my lineup. It was a long time in school before my hair grew back.
Well, needless to say, he got bullied because of my haircut.
By my friends, not by actual.
By his friends are like, "Oh man, what did they tell you? They messed you up."
And they messed me up, and then I told.
Should have told him, man, it was a bad barber over here in the area. They shouldn't go with him.
It was a bad barber. It was.
Never say it's me, 'cause we're trying to get customers here.
Yeah. But he's improved a lot.
Oh man, I'm a professional now. Professional.
Now I can actually trust him with my hair. I just wish he suffered like I did. With my
Why?
hair.
Why would you wish something so horrible on me like that?
I wonder why.
No, but yeah, I mean, it was. Yeah, he took it like a champ. I'll give it to him. He took it like a champ. You could tell in his face that he was not comfortable. You could tell in his face that he didn't want to go to school for the whole week. But after that, we fixed it. We were able to get it going. I started going to school, and I told my instructor about it. Shout out to Brian. And at the end, he's like, "Hey, bring him over here. Bring him." And the one thing I like about that instructor was that he was always like, most instructors that I've met, they're like, "Oh, first is the book work, and then we go hands on." And he was like, "Nah, let's go hands on now. I don't want you to get bored." So right away, he's like, "Bring him." So we brought you, and he did most of the cutting, I'll be honest with you, but he did show me the techniques where I was like, "Okay, I messed up here. This is where I should have waited
Yeah.
to talk to do that haircut. I should have talked to my instructor first. I just thought I'm already signed up as a barber for the barber school, so I'm like, I gotta know something, you know.
Well, you didn't know anything, but it's okay. It's like if someone didn't know how to drive and they're like, "Oh,
they get in the car right away.
Yeah, they're like, I'm in
Let's go to
driving
the
school.
freeway.
Let's go to the freeway. Let's start going on the freeway." That's just that's exactly how it is. It's just like you start driving when you haven't even gone to driving school or anything, or haven't even learned to drive yet, and just take it right to the freeway.
No, it was a crazy experience, but you know that at the same time we learn. Now you know, now you sit down in this chair and you're like, I know he's not gonna mess me up.
Yeah, unless he's like, oh,
Yeah.
I messed up.
Oh yeah, and I had that bad habit of if I would mess up a little bit, I'd be like, oops. But yeah, guys, I mean, we're very excited about this project. This is our first shoot, you know, so it's something new to us. We're just getting used to it right now, but you know, for family and friends that want to be a part of this, man, I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as we're going to enjoy it. We're going to enjoy a lot of it, honestly. And like I said, this is not about being famous. This is not about making, you know, this is about making memories. If we get 2 likes or 200 likes, I'm going to be happy the same way.
Yeah, unless you guys don't subscribe to Lumore, then I'm not gonna be happy because.
Or if you guys
I'm
don't get haircuts with me.
Yeah, then
Then
there's
it's
a
personal.
reason. Yeah.
It's personal. I'll guarantee you that. It's very personal.
So, subscribe to Lumore and El Vaquero Barber.
El Vaquero Barber. Hey, and then we're gonna do some Spanish. You know, I was telling my son we need to do one of these videos in Spanish. He's improved in Spanish. I think he's gonna do it a lot better. Yeah, because he's a no sabo kid. For those of you who don't know him.
I understand it, but I can't speak it good.
Yeah, he's kind of understand.
No, I understand. I could understand.
I start talking to him quick, and he starts to. What did you say?
Oh yeah, well I know basic Spanish, not slang, Mexican slang.
Oh, he knows the proper Spanish. Sorry, I didn't know you came from Spain.
Oh, well, that's where it originated.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching our first episode. This is about it that we have, but stay tuned. You know, stay tuned, and we're gonna have a lot more content. We're gonna have people over. We're gonna have our first guest maybe like in a week or two. We'll have our first guest here, and you know, anybody else that's interested in coming and having a conversation with us, whether it's just a conversation or even, you know, promoting a product, whatever it is, come on over, guys. Contact us. Contact me through Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, you can contact my son as well. You know, whatever it is, we'll have a civil conversation about anything. So, thank you guys. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you later.